Welcome, everyone. My name is Chevese Turner, and I am the Chief Strategy and Policy Officer for NEDA. For today's purposes, I'm speaking to you as a person with the lived experience of both binge eating disorder and atypical anorexia. I want to begin by providing a quick explanation of the words you may hear me use or not use today. First, I will not use the word obesity, unless I am quoting a person or a piece of writing. The word obesity implies medical illness and is not helpful in describing people or their body size, in my opinion. I will use the phrase in a higher weight body or the term fat. I do realize that the word fat has negative implications and is difficult to hear for some, but I feel it is an accurate description of my body. It is a descriptor like thin, but has been given a negative connotation because of weight stigma, which we are here to talk about today. Over the past several weeks, I have witnessed a lot of fear about gaining weight because individuals cannot engage in their normal routines and are perhaps more sedentary. I've seen increased worry about not being able to eat the right foods and not getting enough exercise, and I've seen people in absolute distress about becoming obese. I know firsthand how these conversations affect those with or a history of eating disorders. Isolation is bringing up a lot of anxiety for this community, and it's important that we think about the fear and where it is coming from in order to address it. One of the most important factors in my own recovery has been the acknowledgement that diet culture promotes weight stigma. I'm not saying that diet culture alone causes eating disorders. We know they are complex, but I am saying that we all live in a soup of diet culture that shapeshifts to touch every aspect of our lives. It is relentless and it does harm. Weight stigma is defined as the social rejection and devaluation that accrues to those who do not comply with prevailing social norms of adequate body weight and shape. And most of us have experienced and or internalized this devaluation of our bodies, resulting in a fear of being in a higher weight body. Weight stigma increases the anxiety around how our bodies look and how we will be treated at home, in the workplace, by healthcare providers, and society as a whole. For some people, it is the determining factor in how they see themselves with regard to whether or not they deserve love or caring. So why is this important to talk about as we all are adjusting to this new way of living with COVID-19? Because the fear and anxiety that we are feeling daily is difficult to channel. We are all in fight or flight mode, but we have nowhere to run. Therefore, many of us focus our fear and anxiety on our bodies. It is the one thing we can do something about. Focusing on our weight and fitting into the social norms of body weight and shape becomes a preoccupation. We are playing right into the hands of diet culture and weight stigma. We know that awareness is the first step to making change, and this holds true for weight stigma. No matter what body size you are in, you have internalized stigmatizing messages, and this has harmed you in one way or another. It is helpful to acknowledge and reject these messages. Many of you have found solace in rejecting ED in your eating disorder recovery. We must do the same with weight stigma. We must reject the power it has in our culture and within ourselves. So how do we do this in a contained environment? A really easy way is to turn to social media and do some housekeeping. If your feed is made up of primarily thin people, try expanding to include the many incredible people who are not thin and are promoting body liberation. Their work is infectious, and it's critical to see a diversity of people in order to truly embrace your own body. Make sure your Instagram or Facebook feed is full of people of different body shapes, sizes, colors, etc. Get rid of anyone who is promoting diets or other aspects of diet culture. Be aware that even those who are promoting wellness can get trapped in diet culture whether they realize it or not. If they are promoting changing how your body looks, an appearance ideal, or a particular way of eating other than a manner important to those with allergies, etc., they are promoting diet culture. Additionally, try being a bit curious about how you are feeling in your body. Your body is your home, and therefore we want it to be comfortable and secure. Some questions you might ask yourself are, does my body feel tired? If yes, then take a nap if you are able. Many of us are feeling very tired right now, even though we are not moving a lot. This is the effect of the trauma we are experiencing as part of a pandemic, and it's normal. Give your body the rest it needs to get through this. Does your body feel like moving? If yes, then consider dancing or a short walk. Be gentle, as your body is doing a lot for you right now as we experience and feel the trauma of our new norm. Intense exercise may not be what it needs or wants right now. Is your body experiencing a lot of anxiety? Do you feel tense or does your stomach hurt? If yes, reach out to friends, family, a therapist, or the NEDA helpline, for example. There are many free and low-cost resources online right now to help. We are collecting these resources on our website, so please visit to see if there is anything that you can find there that might be helpful. Finally, are you having trouble eating or are you binging? These are probably tools that have gotten you through in the past. This is not a failure. Again, reach out for help and know you are not alone right now. You are surviving. In the end, please know that we are all in this together. I have been in strong recovery for years now, and I found myself body checking this week. There is no shame in it. I am a fat woman who generally has learned to feel okay in her body through body liberation. But during this time, I have thoughts about eating disorder behaviors, and I have worked hard to feed myself in a way that is sustaining because my appetite is not working well. I am open about it, and I acknowledge the internalized weight stigma that wants me to embrace my lack of appetite to lose a few pounds. I've also had the urge to move my body more than it needs, and I've had thoughts about coming out of this pandemic as the new, thinner Chevese. These are difficult times, and I am choosing to acknowledge the anxiety and what it is bringing to me, an opportunity to once again see how and why weight stigma pops up. I see it clearly on social media, amongst friends and family, in the medical community, on TV, in movies, and even in eating disorders treatment. We can increase our awareness and address it for our own well-being. My hope is that this will help you to see weight stigma more clearly and keep it from interfering in your own recovery. If you need help, our helpline is 1-800-931-2237, or go to nationaleatingdisorders.org/helpline to access the phone number. And we also provide 24/7 crisis support that is available through texting NEDA, N-E-D-A, to 741-741. We are not going to have time to take questions right now, but I will be available after this and will answer any that may come our way. I wish the best to you all over this difficult time.